Welcome back to Omni Gaming After Hours, my bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. It's our hot takes on Power Rangers. Yep, part 2, baby. Want to kind of save it for this one because we have some funny little tidbits here and there.
Okay, which one do you want to start with? You want to start with me? Start.
You go ahead and start. This is your bag.
Okay, so first hot take: Power Ranger movies.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, the very first Power Ranger movie, the very first one, the one.
Did it have the ooze in it?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I love the slime.
I will say this: the best Power Ranger movie, for best American Power Ranger movie, is the best. It is the bar. Ivan Ooze is a great villain.
And he's very meme-worthy.
Very. That motherfucker came out there and just started spitting poetry at Zordon. Just sitting there just waving a wand like, boop! Destroy that! Destroy that! Destroy that! You can't do shit. Your head in a glass.
Yeah.
That motherfucker just came up and just showed up and like, I am the top of the food chain here. Fuck everybody.
And I'm
else.
called Ooze.
I got slain. It's slain.
No, that's the Rogue Slime. He's the one that broke away from the collective.
He's the Rogue Slime, yeah, basically.
He broke away from the collective.
The motherfucker just shows up, not giving a damn about nobody. Oh, you have Power Rangers? You have Power Rangers? You have Power? I ain't got time to deal with you. Birds, get them.
Yeah,
fucking birds.
I remember the birds.
The Tengu.
I also remember that Zordon was basically a man baby in a blanket.
Basically was a man baby.
What the fuck was up with that design? Just like this whole time you were a giant floating head. In reality, I am a warm, toasty cinnamon bun.
Nobody's put a what is Zordon to anything. Because again,
for all intents and purposes, he abducts kids.
Zyuranger never had a Zordon.
Like I said, for all intents and purposes, he just abducts kids.
So Zordon's a completely American thing. So that's what they decided to make him look like.
That's not creepy at all.
It's not creepy at all. Oh, Power Rangers, we gotta go to a lost island to find the powers.
Also, just wait, hold on. That shit was cool.
Hold
on now.
That shit.
Don't talk shit about that island.
I'm not talking shit about that. That island.
That was a slap moment. Also, can we just say like the weird gray guys by Mighty Morphin were the funniest shit? Like the fodder building were.
The Putty Patrol.
I love the Putty Patrol.
I love how literally in season 2 they have their weaknesses on their chest. Hit this button. Boom. Just disintegrate. I'm like,
I just like the sound they make when they run. I fucking love that shit.
the fucking Putty Patrol.
Please put a clip in somewhere of that shit. Just
Putty Patrol. Great. They're great.
Oh fuck! Like they are not intimidating. They're just comedy.
They're a comedy. Fucking that island though had an albay on it.
Girl.
I got sticks. Start spitting sticks. Birds fly away.
Yeah.
Like, they're sticks. She just spun sticks around.
I just love how Ivan Ooze's like take on everything was always just like very much how I feel about everything. I was like, I smell youth. Disgusting. Disgusting. It's the one thing I can't stand. Rangers and teenagers.
Love how the entire movie started with them skydiving. I'm liking.
I mean, I guess you gotta open up somehow.
I forget what that song was in the background, but it was pretty fucking good. I forget what that song was in the background. They were skydiving too. That shit was fun though.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, that entire movie was pretty good though. The Stone Warriors came out of the fucking wall.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. The fucking animated skeleton mammoth.
Yeah,
that shit was wild. It's like, oh, pull one from your neck. Everything falls apart. Like,
if it's that
how did it? First, how did it get up? Two, why is it just?
How are you standing without ligaments?
Ligaments. And then the final. Now I will say the final fight was kind of the CG. The CG was very dated.
I think you could tell they started running out of money.
Yeah, I was like, that's when the shit really hit the fan. Like, why doesn't it just look like the TV show?
Because it's a movie, Brandon.
And now we know why, because they didn't have footage for that. They made this their own.
You're gonna make that such a thing every time we talk about Power Rangers. Like, I guess you ran out of footage.
They've said it on 1,000 times. Every time you hear an interview of any Ranger talking about it, it's like, yeah, we ran out of footage.
Yep, that's exactly what you hear that every time.
We
Anyway,
footage.
another one.
They didn't plan very well.
Here's my hot take. Not from the movie, just for Power Rangers in general. Why is every fucking set of Rangers got to be so weirdly campy? Like, I want one that's just pissy. That's all I want. Give me one pissy Ranger. Like, they don't all have to be happy and campy. Like, I get it. Maybe sometimes they surf. Maybe they work at the ice cream shop. Maybe they like skateboarding. All these Americanized things that we do, which, by the way, doesn't make very well good superheroes. I remember one episode Ninja Storm, because the Red Ranger was like into extreme sports, like skateboarding and shit.
Yeah.
He couldn't perform a trick. Beats a fucking bad guy. I was like, I learned how to do this trick, guys. What? What was the beatdown for then?
The beatdown was me learning how to do this move on the villain.
And the villain was ironically a wheel-based monster. I remember that very well.
Of course he was, because it has to make sense.
More importantly, they were fucking ninjas. Like, they just had they had their ninja lives, their normal lives, and then their ranger lives. That sounds like a lot of shit to manage.
I would just cut out 2 of those things and keep the 1. Actually, I cut out 1 of those things, keep the 2.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely don't need the normal life.
We don't.
I am perfectly fine being a ninja and a ranger.
At the same time, I can be both.
Because it makes sense. And they already have the ninjutsu shit, which, another hot take. Why the fuck do they give the normal kids, before they give the ranger powers beforehand that they never think about using again? The only time I ever saw it done more than once was a Ninja Storm, ironically.
And they use them very sparsely as well. They use them in the first episode and the last episode.
What, Ninja Storm?
Yeah.
No, they did it a few times in between, too.
A little bit, not a lot, but the more prominent ones are the beginning and ending.
Yeah.
Because at the ending, they lose their powers, and then they have to rely on their ninjutsu training.
Which, once again, why didn't you combine the 2? It doesn't make any sense. Bro, you know how powerful you could be as a ranger ninja? Being a ranger's like a power boost.
It's a transformation.
Yeah. You had what? What?
Football.
Maybe that's why their sensei was a gerbil. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
They were just taught how to run on a wheel. That was it. And the wheel was called marketing.
I mean, he was a good sensei, though, for what it was worth. He kicked the shit out of them Rangers a couple times. As a gerbil.
Yeah, so did Master Splinter.
Master Splinter. I'm not talking about that, though.
I mean,
want to talk about
I mean, technically, if you think about it, TMNT is kind of like Power Rangers.
TMNT is canonically in the Power Ranger universe because
I'm done.
There was a crossover episode with TMNT and Space Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
So if you watch, and literally they added a female turtle because inclusive.
We're all. That's why I encompass everybody in the intro. We're trying to be all inclusive here, you non-binary whores.
He's trying to be inclusive. Anyway,
you put me in charge of that shit, so I'm doing what I want with it.
That's you're in charge of it.
Anyway,
anywho, but yeah, the Turtles teamed up with the Rangers once. That was a thing.
I bet it wasn't a good thing. I don't even remember it being a thing.
It was an episode, all right.
Mm.
Because they used the suits from the actual live-action TMNT movie. It was.
That just doesn't sound right.
It was definitely like, oh, why? Because the episode starts out with zooming into the sewers. It's like, where are you going?
Are we going? Ivan Ooze, you back?
And then you just kind of hear in the background, Cowabunga. I was like,
oh no.
Why are we here just to suffer? And then the fucking Rangers are struggling with like fodder enemies, and the turtles show up like, yeah, we got you, dudes. And like, why are you here? They didn't bring Splinter in, of course, thankfully.
I wonder how that would have been terrifying.
That would have been terrifying.
Anyway, let's see. Another one too is like they're very like more. I'm very cynical about. I know it's for kids. I know it's fun, but I also question. What's the point of having the secret identity for all you fucking Rangers? What is the point? What you have giant fucking robots. You don't think nobody notices that shit?
I mean, they basically dropped that not long after Space. Because in Lost Galaxy, everybody knew who the Rangers were because they literally transformed in the middle of the street with people around.
Yeah.
In broad daylight.
Yeah.
And people knew.
Yeah, I know.
They just didn't question it. They're like, hey guys. As they're doing the day-to-day job. Hey guys. Just moved on.
I mean, it certainly what does make life easier.
The big reveal at the end of the show was like, but they already knew who you were because you were literally doing it in the front of everybody in the middle of whatever.
It's fine. The flashy lights are fun.
And I love how many times they get away with that. It's like, oh yeah.
More importantly, I love. There's always that certain cadence every Power Ranger.
Oh, definitely, Last Speed Rescue. They knew who they were because.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
They really they drove around in a buggy with their logo on it.
Marketing, Brandon.
And they did it in front of, and plus they were
awesome.
One was a firefighter, one was a nurse, one was a
cop. Yeah. Was it a cop?
No.
No.
There's a firefighter. There was an aquarium trainer person. He trained whales and shit.
Well,
there was a cowboy.
Well, unfortunately for them, that aquarium trainer, not much of a rescuer, if you know what I mean.
There's a cowboy. There's a rock climber. And a nurse. That was Last Speed Rescue.
I have fond memories of that.
I love that first. I go back and I periodically watch that first transformation sequence.
But
anyway,
another one.
Hot takes.
Another one. The fucking wolf guy from fucking Wild Force. Man, I talk about him so damn much.
You do.
But he's just one of my favorite. That man is a playground bully if I've ever seen one.
He was a reformed playground bully by the end of it.
I'm talking about pre-hand. Like, he just showed up. Oh, I see you got a new elephant Zord. You mean I got a new elephant Zord, right?
That's mine, though.
I play the flute.
That's mine,
I play the flute.
That's mine.
And he just walks. He shows up at weird times, kicks their ass, just takes the Zords, and that's it. Just leaves. No reason. Just shows up. They beat a big bad. Here he comes. My Mechazords. I'm taking this extra one that you already had. Bye. That man was a bully.
It's funny because they did the same thing in Ninja Storm with the Thunder Rangers. They can start stealing people's shit too.
And then
you got new equipment? That's our new equipment.
Oh yeah, you have that little Mega Buster bullshit? We can do that too, but only two of us. And it's better.
Oh, they did the same thing in Dino Thunder too with the White Ranger. He stole their shit too.
I initially thought the White Ranger was going to be evil the whole fucking time. That wasn't the case.
He did fight himself once.
We're all struggling with our own demons, Brandon. It's nothing new there.
The motherfucker came up and was like, oh, auxiliaries. I'll take that. And it's mine. Fuck you.
I like it when they incorporate bully rangers.
There's a lot of bully rangers apparently. When you start thinking about it, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I like bully rangers.
Yeah, I'm coming to take your shit. Fuck you.
But why do you fuck you? That's why.
That's my shit now. There are 5 of you. There's 1 of me. I get the cool shit. Fuck you.
Yeah. That's how it works. But I love the villains. I love the villains of Power Rangers because they're so fucking dumb. More really, you send an enemy to go do a thing, and then he does it, gets blown up, and then your answer to fixing it, make it big!
Oh, that failed? We'll get another one.
Let me use my ooze. What was one they used ooze? It was funny. I think it was Mighty Morphin. They used ooze to mix together weird monsters and shit.
No, my brother, they use Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, that. They just had these little figurines and shit.
He made Play-Doh and put Play-Doh together.
Hey, let's make this one a race car.
Yeah, put it in the kiln. Clink.
I would just want one to crawl out. Just like, kill me! Kill me! Put me back in the kiln. You didn't cook me long.
I love that. The funny thing about Samurai was the fact that their fucking enemies came out of the fucking sea onto the boat. I'm here, boss.
Boss, I'm here. Meanwhile, he's like, hey, fuck you!
Get back in the water!
You get out there and you go get daddy a 6-pack! Before, y'all that don't know, Samurai's main villain was always drunk.
But sake.
They didn't say that in the American version.
No, he was taking medicine.
His medicine.
Medicine.
So next time your dad tells you to go get his medicine, grab him a Bud Light out of the fridge. Just saying that so you don't get the beating later.
I'm almost certain he had his way with his female second hand.
Bro, she was always there half naked, duh.
Yeah,
You ever got drunk and horny?
he's always horny, apparently. That's why you never saw it very often.
That's a man after my own heart.
That's why he lived on the boat.
That's why we vibe. Boat sex. Beer, boats, and boobies. The 3 B's, all I need, brother.
What the fuck? What the hell?
What? That's what he was. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that's not what the villain of that show was.
No, he definitely was. But it's... It doesn't matter. He's having a sign on his boat.
Yeah, just the side of the boat is just BBB. Boats, beer, and boobies.
It's never explained. He says BBB on it. Bro's like, what the fuck BBB mean? Don't ask questions you don't know the answer to, kid.
They should let me voice act them then. Be like, alright, you going out there and you fight the fucking Rangers or whatever. Fish ain't even biting no more. Come here, woman! Daddy needs... Look who showed up for a little sucky.
He grabs the octopus man on the boat instead.
He does. Like, damn, girl, you a little...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on, I ain't drunk enough for this. So just fucking just fucking throwing back that big ass sake bottle. All right, now I'm hard. Listening to the Red Ranger talk and Samurai made my dick soft, man. I'm out here trying to stay hard. Made my dead pee soft.
I'm gonna hit you with my dick. Which is a terrible fight move, for one.
No, it's not.
That shit would probably hurt, though.
It's not a terrible fight move.
How so? Because that shit would hurt. And you be in pain for it.
Let's see, think about this for a minute.
You know a little love tap hurts.
I know the love tap hurts, but if you're viciously attacking with your penis, it negates the pain.
I don't think so.
It's science, Brandon.
Have you tested this theory?
My dick ain't big enough to do that. I'm afraid so.
I believe you're just not trying hard enough.
Yeah, I believe me, I'm trying hard enough. It's hard enough to get hard. Anyway. I would bang any Pink Ranger.
Yeah?
Don't look at me like that.
No, I was just checking the facts.
Yeah.
Well, then you're screwed in Law Enforcement because there is no Pink Ranger.
I never said it had to be anything specific.
You said Pink Ranger specifically.
I said any Pink Ranger.
Yeah, any Pink Ranger.
Well, if there's not one present, I will take yellow as a substitute.
I don't think you won't. Oh, never mind.
You know,
Never mind.
You know better than anybody that there's not a creature alive that can comprehend my sexual preference.
No, I was thinking about the Japanese version of Wild Force. That would not have been good for you.
Well, that's wild. I'm fine if she don't shave. Don't bother me none.
It's not she though. In the American version, it is though, so you're safe there.
You know, most Japanese men pass off for women in geishas, so enough makeup and enough alcohol, it won't matter. I'm safe. I'm secure.
I hate you sometimes.
No, you hate me because I'm right.
No, I just hate you. It's like sometimes you just say shit. I'm just like, stop it.
It's not even that I say shit. You just
stop it.
You just asked.
You need to stop.
I will not be stopped.
You need to stop.
You know better than most people that when excuse me, I'm gonna spit everywhere. Whenever we did Persona 4, I did all that shit for the wrong reason.
You did. That's the problem here.
Everything else just happened to coincide with that. It just happened to coincide. I happened to say...
You're a monster.
Yes, we've been through this.
You need to stop.
No.
I put you in the box.
No.
You're going in the box.
No.
In the box. I love this show.
That show's great. What's another hot take of Power Rangers, buddy?
Back to movies for a second.
Hmm?
Ever since the first one, they can't make a good one because they do it for the wrong reasons.
Horny?
No.
Oh,
money.
Same thing.
Think about that 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Oh, you mean that one that nobody talks about?
Yeah, the one that nobody talks about because there's a reason you don't talk about it.
That makes sense.
It didn't make any damn sense.
Bro, I watched the first 20 minutes of that movie, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I feel like I just, like, tripped acid for about 20 minutes.
The only good thing is they made Rita look...
intimidating. That is some respectable power going on.
Yes, ma'am. That's the only thing good out of them. They're some kind of shit.
That's a respectable power.
The everything with the movie was shit though.
I couldn't be a ranger in that movie.
I'd
be like, can I beat the Doonies down respectfully?
If I trick this Morphin, can I beat them Doonies down respectfully?
Just one time. We ain't got to make this a thing, but just one. One time, please!
I will put in my resignation notes right now.
Ina, have sex with me! Please! 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 Maybe just the one time. Come on, man! Every time!
When you come back, you can blame it all on me. You were right.
Oh, fuck!
Yes.
Yes, very respectable power going on.
Respectable.
Respectable.
That's it. Respectable power. Anyways. But yeah, that movie was shit, though.
Bro, fucking Time Force's opening theme will always be a slap.
Always.
Bro, I listen to that shit at the gym.
You should.
I do.
You should.
Especially when I'm bench pressing. You just crank on and go, Time Force! Oh, shit, I'm gonna spill the drink.
You put that lid back on before you do that shit, you dumb motherfucker.
I'm gonna sit it over here, actually. I'm gonna sit that down there, away from everything.
You dumb monkey fuck. Art had definitely my favorite Pink Ranger in all of the franchise.
What did?
Time Force.
Oh. Anytime, anywhere.
On sight! On jaw.
On jaw, bro.
On jaw. Anyway, that show was great, though. You gonna talk about your first hot take, though?
What?
With the lips.
Oh, happily so. Yeah, I do want to talk about that. Let's talk about the weird shit in fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. OG series. Specifically the Green Ranger. I got a bunch of hot takes about the Green Ranger.
One of the only people to have lips on his helmet.
Which made no sense whatsoever because his dagger that he played without lips. He was a dagger that was a flute.
Maybe there was a tiny hole in the lips.
Hold on. It was his dagger. He played like a flute, but it sounded like a fucking trumpet. Yeah. What the fuck? That made no sense.
And the fact that the fucking
also he was real gangster. That was a gangster ranger. And nobody ever went inside the fucking Megazord and throw hands with him at the controls that he did. That shit was funny.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Hold up, bro. We're driving this shit.
Hold on, wait, we can't be here. Fuck you.
Ow.
Who's that coming?
Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Not there, bro.
Tommy was a fucking menace.
That motherfucker need to be stopped.
He was a fucking menace.
Give her, bitch. Boom.
I think he would have fucking sexually violated them Rangers. Sexual style.
He had to get a Joe Frick card. It wasn't me, bro.
It was a Ranger, man.
It wasn't me. It was her. It was that bitch. On the moon.
How you do shit from the moon?
On the moon. I have a really super telescope. I can see the Earth from the telescope.
That's that pointy tit armor. My evil witch tits.
My evil witch tits.
My evil witch tits.
This milk? Yes. What?
But it's only spoiled milk. And it's only yogurt, Rangers.
Supple for my titties.
Oh my god, great. Oh fuck.
They're dripping wet.
You ever had cheese from a moon witch before, Rangers? Why do you think Lord Zed's all muscle and bone?
Churn my butter.
Stop! is made of cheese for my evil tits.
I produced it from my coochie.
I'm so evil. I'm so evil I invented the grocery store. I steal my neighbor's internet and I smoke cigarettes on the moon. It's like, man, that's not some shit I would actually say on acid. Woo! Lord Zed had a really cool helmet, though.
He did.
And yes, you will put the Lord in front of his name.
Oh, fuck.
And you will put some respect on Lord Zed's name.
Punked out like a bitch, though.
How the fuck did she lose a Zardon? Zardon.
Zarbon? Oh, yes!
I get them confused.
Zordon,
thank you. How the fuck did she lose to that? The man baby in a blanket. He's like, I'm gonna get you, but I'm very comfortable. I'm gonna send some very, very confused teenagers to kick your ass a little bit. And that's not what he sounded like, but to me, that's what he sounds like now. Like, outside of that tube, that's what he sounds like to me. Instead of the authoritarian, Rangers, we need your help, to, yeah, I just be chilling in here.
Fucking Zordon from the 2017 movie was a fucking villain. Everyone was a menace.
Yeah!
That was not a hero. That was a villain.
You either die a hero, live long enough to see yourself become a villain, and...
Now put these spandex on and go fight my war!
Like, why?
Well, like, why, though? Cause I said so! Like, get the fuck out there!
Yeah?
Bro, we're teenagers. Fuck you!
We don't even know what sex is yet.
They try to find out, though!
They'll find out from Rita. Hey, they're evil. I bet she has teeth in her vagina. I'm willing to bet.
I'll find out for science.
Also, that hair, though, I mean, it's like lightning bolts. I mean, you got multiple grips to put on. Why am I... I don't know why I'm on this right now.
You should give her Medusa hair to give her snakes instead.
Medusa? This is a dude. He's got snake hair. Stop!
Oh, how do you hide a giant dragon Zord in the fucking ocean?
The ocean's deep. And vast. And we don't know nothing about it.
Even
there you go.
Still, though.
That's how it works. No, you can hide a dragon down there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, dragon.
It's still metal. And pressure is still a thing down there.
Still.
That shit can crush submarines. I'm pretty sure it can crush a Zord.
Not if they use the morphing grid. You brought it up, not me. Don't throw shit. Don't throw shit because I'm right. Don't throw shit because I'm right, Brandon.
You ain't right.
I am.
You're making shit up.
No, I'm not. They're making shit up.
I mean, they are. But besides the point.
They made a dragon. Hide in the ocean. In the bro shit.
That's a good point. Where are they hiding all the other Zords? They were just kind of...
There?
In land masses.
You ever wonder, like, how, like, you ever think about when they summon those Zords? That there's just, like, someone hiking along that trail, and the mountain just splits open. 50 hikers dead after random gorilla came out of the mountain.
We don't know where or how it was hiding there, but it came out. Freaking Tyrannosaurus is just living in a volcano.
Damn it, I thought the Justice League and the fucking Avengers were bad at collateral damage. Holy shit, the Rangers top it, if you think about it. Once a week, they fight a giant monster in the middle of the city.
Funny thing is, no civilian was harmed in making of Power Rangers, but a lot of civilians was harmed in making of Sentai. A lot of those people died.
Yeah, and insurance policies were just abysmally high.
There's a lot of dead Japanese dudes in that show.
It happens.
Not as much of Power Rangers. They didn't die. They're just knocked out.
Yeah.
When clearly they're dead on the floor. It's like, that man's dead.
Unless you're a putty. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Also, we had let's talk about some fucking piss poor bonus rangers.
No.
The fucking Gold Ranger from Samurai.
No.
He just made his own morpher.
That's the little thing that Japanese one too.
He just made it. And he was a fisherman.
Well, in the Japanese version, he was literally on...
I don't need a history lesson. I'm just taking... This is a hot take. I thought he was a very pointless ranger.
He's a very cool ranger. I like him.
He's fish. He likes fish.
I don't know much like the fish part, but he's
As long as he makes good sushi, I'm fine with him.
Talk about the Gold Ranger from the Ninja or Ninja Steel in the States.
Yeah.
He's a fucking cowboy.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Yeah, brother.
His fucking weapon's a fucking guitar. His helmet has a head.
I hate how you say guitar.
It's a guitar.
We call this here a guitar.
It's a guitar.
It's a guitar, brother. Yay!
Yay! But yeah, it's also a blaster because, of course, it is.
Because you can't touch music, but music can touch you.
Bam! I'll play you a solo dulce tone. Get fucked here! Boom! Just blow him the fuck away. Oh man.
Oh no. So we cover the drunk guy. Cover Sarita's evil tits.
I'll never be able to unthink that now.
Also, another thing too. Ninja Storm, the main villain, had $2 that couldn't do any fucking thing right.
They could do nothing. They couldn't be evil right.
They couldn't be good right. They get passed for semi-decent alt girls nowadays, I guess, with the weird hair.
They couldn't do shit
I love this attitude towards them. It's like, girls, you didn't even try.
You did.
He sounded like that. That is legitimately what he fucking sounded like.
See, that's what he sounded like. See?
Yeah. It's like, you couldn't do this right. What do you mean the Rangers beat him? Make him bigger.
Make him bigger.
There's always that one fucking goon number 1 is a thing in Power Rangers. You always have goon number 1. He's there. He never dies until the latter half of the show, but he's always there. We have the weird green teacup looking guy in Ninja Storm. What was his name in Mighty Morphin? The gold dude.
Goldar.
Thank you. Had him. The entire show. That's goon number 1. When you're goon number 1, you're invincible to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent.
Until they use you near the end of the show and they kill you off for good.
They never killed Goldar off, though.
He's still on the moon.
He's still... Him, the fucking Skeletor dude, Rita, and Zed are still on the moon somewhere.
They just big chilling up there, dude.
They just living up there. I don't know where to find them yet.
Because Zordon won't let them.
They got a hidden bubble around them. Zed's just old, decrepit, and just angry. He's an angry drunk now.
I feel, yeah, Zed definitely was just periodically angry for no fucking reason. Like, you thought Sharita was like the big bad, but hey, Zed was like, why are the Rangers still there?
Kill them!
Do I need to come down there and do it myself? And he did a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, he did.
And they didn't stand a fucking chance.
Funny how they won in the end, though.
It's almost like the power of good will always defeat evil. It's weird, right?
I know, right? It's like I'm watching a fantasy show.
I know, the power of friendship and all that bullshit.
Weird how that works.
Right, it's almost like the show is directed at kids.
Almost, isn't it?
Right, it's just... I don't know why. Anyway.
Example number 1.
Also, let's talk about, like, RPD and the fucking dog. Can we talk about that? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Commander Kruger.
Commander Kruger was cool, but also terrifying at the same time. I have never seen a stiffer fucking costume in my life.
That shit looked uncomfortable to wear.
Whoever was in that suit, Godspeed to you. You tried your damnedest. That just did not look comfortable. And I did see a meme the other day about him. So like, y'all talk about Markiplier saying the bite of 87. It's the picture of Commander Kruger. This motherfucker invented it in the future.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Doggy Kruger, man. And that...
I love how, like, there was a weird thing about, like, the Blue Ranger was like, I'm gonna be Red Ranger soon.
I'm trying to shoehorn in that he's the son of the Time Force Red Ranger. Yeah. But I'm thinking that's...
It's a weird dichotomy.
I don't think that's...
And then wasn't the Red Ranger in RPD like a criminal that just got reformed and he became the Red Ranger? And that rubbed everybody the wrong way. It's like, you're not even a real cop. Yeah,
you're a thief.
Yeah, but y'all listen to me, right? You see this red line on my suit?
See this number 1 badge?
See that number 1? Oh, this morpher I got? Kind of seems like y'all gotta listen to what I say.
He did that for the first couple episodes. Like,
that's how episode made it funny.
It's like, I'm not... Y'all can train and do all this work. I'm not gonna train. And Kruger's like...
Give it.
But, I'm that dude. No, you're not. No,
you're not him.
Give me it. It's like, so you.
Oh, well, I don't want to be the Red Ranger anyway.
I just want to get out of jail cell. Fuck you. It's like, oh shit, they're dying. Coach. Yeah, please. And they start doing all the training. Now he's the one out there doing all the work.
Yeah.
No. You're talking about the fucking the weapons inventor for RP or SPD, the fucking cat girl.
I was kind of hoping we could avoid that conversation, but this is hot take, so we ain't.
And she was hot.
Oh no, my friend, she was not hot. She was goddamn scrumdiddlyumptious, looking like a 5-course fucking meal.
She was briefly an Orange Ranger for a second there. Now,
I bet she tastes like oranges too.
I'm mad that didn't last very long.
They don't last long. They get rotten real fast.
Stop it. Okay, you're done. Stop that. No more orange puns. Stop it.
Nothing wrong with oranges though.
Schmorlins.
No, it doesn't. Anyway.
Another case in point of we can't use the orange costume because it costs money. And that's an Americanism. We don't want to spend the money.
I love how the excuse they gave her was like, it was just a fun thing I like to do. I'm not doing it anymore.
But
you were cool!
But yeah. And that tight spandex not hurt your figure at all?
And you're a cat, so you can easily squeeze in and out of it. What are you talking about? Please step on me, mommy!
You have an obsession with being... Never mind. We're going to talk about that later.
I like... Do you want to get into it now?
No, not really.
I can get into it.
Not in this episode, no.
Okay.
Maybe a future episode, but not this episode.
We can always get into it, buddy. I'm very comfortable putting myself out there.
I know you are. That's not in this episode. This is for kids.
Bullshit! Kids, don't say fuck.
Yeah, don't say fuck.
Unless you mean it with authority. You gotta say with some bass in your voice.
More hot takes. You got any more hot takes? Anything come to mind?
I'll never let it die that the Red Ranger stabbed somebody with a katana.
Oh.
You gave me the avenue to talk about it again. That happened! That was a real thing.
The Wild Force Ranger.
I know. This imagine if Crocodile Hunter went crazy. Humans are the disease.
Life after the Power must be really rough.
I imagine life after Power Rangers has to be somewhat toxic for the actors.
Because you're not
unless you're Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny just sidestepped in the anime, so...
Johnny Young Bosch! Or if you're just David or Justin David Frank.
Yeah.
Then you just like...
And then Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, Justin David Frank.
Oh, so fucking forgetting that.
Yeah. It's like, those two are like...
They just... Their careers took off after Power Rangers.
They're just the goats. They just... Yeah, one who voice acts literally everything.
Yeah.
And one who just does everything else that's cool. Motherfucker will fight a motherfucker very quickly.
Yeah.
And win!
Also, Johnny's career was really something. Like, he is in a lot of anime.
He is.
Like when I looked at his, like, discography and shit, there are characters he voiced I wasn't even aware of. Like, the most notable one's obviously Ichigo from Bleach, and Lelouch from Code Geass, and a bunch of video game characters. Jesus Christ!
Was it literally every single person in Fallout?
Yeah.
Just almost every single person in Johnny Bosch.
Yeah.
It's like, Johnny, you were just over there. What?
And now he's voicing Broly. Not a hard thing to do, I imagine.
No, you're talking about
the fighters dub, yeah.
No, the fucking the fact that Rocky, the last Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin, and one of the Blue Rangers are actually getting in a cage and gonna fight, like MMA fight. Well, that was the thing that was on my For You page on TikTok. That was funny.
I mean, damn, like you said, life after Power Rangers has got to be rough.
And
them checks probably don't hit that hard either.
Oh, probably not.
Especially with Hasbro.
It's an entire convention for Power Rangers over in California.
Imagine it's something. I imagine it's like a very eyes wide shut party because everybody's dressed up and you don't know who's who anymore. Could you imagine having sex with 5 Pink Rangers and not knowing how to identify them the next day? Could you imagine?
Were you Time Force or were you Wild Force? Which one were you?
Or were you Mystic Force?
This is not talking about it too much. Move on.
Yeah, let's not ponder on that too much. Also, still a hot take. That is a very well done hot take. Mystic Force still fucking sucks.
I think we beat that dead horse enough in the last one.
I'm gonna beat it some more, goddammit. They need to know what they did. Don't ever do that shit again. Don't you ever do that shit again.
We had a poor excuse of what magic actually is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fairy Tale aficionado. Was it not magical enough for you?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't for me neither.
It was a piss poor excuse for magic.
Sometimes magic didn't work. I remember that being a thing.
It's like
Sometimes magic don't work. How does magic not work? It just doesn't. It just,
doesn't.
they didn't even explain
It woke up on the wrong side of bed that day.
Understandable.
It's like, I ain't going to work today.
Bro, if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, which my bed is on the wall, so it's kind of hard for me to wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I'm just having a bad day.
It's the fucking mother of all magic was fucking Rita.
My evil tits!
She's dressing all white. I'm like, bitch, please. What?
Don't you know the moon's entire dairy industry revolves around me?
My magic comes from my tits.
Don't even want to know where the cherries come from.
To be fair, Rita, or her counterpart in Zoo Ranger, was actually a witch. Like an actual witch with magic and shit, but she never used magic in the actual Mighty Morphin Power Ranger show.
I thought you could open
No,
it.
you can't. Not at all. So it makes sense, but I'm looking like, for the context purposes of.
Did they fuck?
Of the actual Power Rangers, it's just not making any sense. It makes more sense if this was a Sentai, but again, you're reusing footage again. You lazy bastards.
I feel like you love and hate Power Rangers at the same time. This whole entire session has just been you shitting on Power Rangers, but at the same time you have this lovingly gleam in your eye.
Because I want them to do better. Do better.
They're trying. They keep running out of footage.
That's the problem. This is the problem with this whole. You thought they would have learned this over the first 5 seasons, but no. They decided to keep it going and keep trying to fuck shit up. Stop it. Which is why I have really high hopes for the new ship. It's going to be completely fresh and brand new and not any reuse footage.
We would have set that bar decently low.
I set it monetarily in the middle. It's in the middle.
Okay.
It's in the middle. It's on average.
Okay.
So.
Any more hot takes for you? I got one.
Okay.
Don't explain the morphing grid ever again, Power Rangers. That was the stupidest thing you tried to do, and it will go down in history as the most retarded fucking gimmick that you will ever produce. Stop trying to explain how morphing works. It works. It's fine. Leave it alone.
Don't touch it. It is there.
You're already ripping footage. You don't need to kind of put your own spin on it. Just stop. It was fine. If you didn't explain it, it was cool. We were kids. Don't need it as an adult.
No.
Okay?
No.
We're grown now. We don't need you to explain how the digital fucking Matrix world works with every different type of Power Ranger. We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You had 2 episodes of explaining that shit and none of it made any fucking sense.
Did not. Did not at all.
And that's my last hot take on Power Rangers. You got anything?
No.
Any words of wisdom before we close this one out?
Power Rangers will always be nostalgic and fun, but Sentai's still better.
You heard it here, folks. Sentai's better, so support the Americanization of Power Rangers if you can. But for
support the official release.
Always support the official release, unless you're Power Rangers, because they just chopped it up.
Then you go and watch it however you can.
Preferably on streaming services that are legal. Preferably. We don't condone pirating here.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Pirate Ranger.
Then I guess it's fair game if you're a pirate.
Yeah, if you're a Pirate Ranger, I guess it is fair game, huh? But remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell if you get saved day of all of our content. Follow me on Twitter, GodDD. Also follow the Twitter channel, YT. I post cursed images and video updates there from time to time. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and others, podcast out.